Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome back to our live stream here. I'm a humble host, Phantom Freak, aka Moist Master Flex. Yeah, sorry I'm a little late. We were out walking the dog and we kind of lost track of time. It's okay though. We made it. Yeah. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good Monday, good start to your week. I'm just checking to make sure everything is working right now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, welcome back to the live stream, guys. Hope you guys had a good weekend. What did I do this weekend? Oh, I went to a wedding this weekend. And yeah, mostly just chilled out yesterday. Got a pretty big weekend coming up. Going to be in Canada playing a festival. We'll talk about that in a second here. We got some tunes from Tones and Michabella. We got Won't Leave You. We got Roll It from Broshi and myself on Gold Digger. We got Thick Freak Friends. On Thick Freakness, we got Flow from Say Less and Jack Light. We got Shadow Work on Thick Freakness as well. One of our summer compilations. We got Run It Back from Tones and myself on Gold Digger. We got Lock Off, which just came out about 2 weeks ago for myself and Broshi. And then Fresh Cut Freaks just came out on Friday. And it's doing pretty well, actually. It is now charting on Bass House, on Dubstep, and in Garage on Beatport. It's also featured on Tracksource under Garage as well, which is cool. But yeah, doing pretty well. So yeah, go check those out. We got another tune coming out on Thick Freakness from myself and Chuck Shadow in about 2 to 3 weeks, towards the end of August. That's kind of more of a speed garage tune. We got Mother on vocals for that one, pretty dope. Yeah, and then we got some shows coming up. Rhiannon and I are going to be playing a festival outside of Winnipeg this weekend. Bring Your Love. And then the following weekend we're going to be in Reno at Cypress. And then the following weekend after that, we're doing an after hours in downtown LA. It's a free show. And then I think, is it the weekend right after that? Yeah, the weekend right after that we're going to be in Denver. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. So much shit. But yeah, it's good. It's good that we're busy right now. I'm still managing to find time for tunes too, which is fantastic. Yeah, and I just recently got a tune picked up on South Point, which I'm pretty excited about. That's been a goal label for quite a while. That'll be out March 2027. That's what they told me. But yeah, pretty stoked on that. But I'm still sitting on a fuck ton of more records. Fuck ton more. So many records I'm sitting on. And more than likely I'll just end up, just self-releasing on Thick Freakness if they don't go anywhere. But yeah, we shall see. I'm still out pitching these tunes. But yeah, come and check us out at one of these shows coming up. We're also going to be, me and Rhiannon are also going to be in London in September. Yeah, we're going to play a show there. We're going to play a little radio show. And then we're doing another afters at the end of September. Yeah, and then we're doing a show in Seattle in October. And then Amsterdam dance event. And then Boston in November. So yeah, lots of stuff coming up. Lastly, we got our yeah, dude, I'm pretty stoked on it. We've been really grinding it out lately. We're actually working on some more music too. Just got to get her kind of nailed down to get some vocals recorded. Our sponsor here, Eargasm Earplugs. If you guys need earplugs for shows, go to eargasm.com. Use code Phantom10 for 10% off. Bing bong. Okay, we are here. Uh-oh, I hear a Lola coming. Lola, the dog, aka the cat. Yeah, so for those of you guys who've been here before, you guys know the deal. I take these tracks first come, first serve as I receive them on the Google form, which is how you guys submit. No genre restrictions. And if you guys want to skip the line, you guys are more than welcome to. Either use your channel points or send money to the bottom left here. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. The amount is entirely up to you. But yeah, cool. I'm going to read out the queue right now so you guys know where you're at. We got Leonard Ellis up first. We got Chris Michael second. Smoker DMB, your link was broken, so if you can resend it, I'll keep you in the spot. Otherwise, I'll throw you to the back of the line. .zip. I Love You Astro. Blitzkrieg Neo. Cussword. Caxo. Dirty Disco, and PGX. That's where you guys are at in the queue. Do we have Leonard Ellis in the chat? Oh, real deal cracker here. Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night, so. Yeah, where's Lendog? Leonard Ellis going once. Leonard Ellis going twice. I don't think Leonard Ellis is here. Yeah, he's all the way in Europe, so I believe he lives in France. Do we have Chris Michael in chat? Chris Michael. Oh, you're here for my phone too? Whoopsies. Rest in pepperonis. I did see Chris Michael a second ago. Okay, you're here. Cool. All right, let's give this one a listen. Nice one, bruv. Nice one. Some good old drum and bass here. Yeah, looks like the chat was vibing. Taekwon. Finger guns up. Yeah, super dope. I'm digging the vibes here. Vocal is very nice, both on the delivery and the processing on that vocal. Really nice reverb and delay. It sounds very clean, very audible. But definitely is very forward in the mix, which is very nice. Drums are all very nice. I think the sound selection, sound design is really well done here. I love the hats especially. Hats are really nice here in this track. Really nice melody and arpeggio. I think it definitely complements the vocal. Very nice snare for this tune. Solid tension in the build. Nice fake out too. I think both drops kind of have like a little bit of a fake out, but yeah, definitely caught me off guard, which is nice. Really dope sound design in the drop. I like the call response thing you got going on. The one thing that really stuck out at me though is that the sub. So the sub on the call portion of the bass is very audible and you can feel it. But the response one, the response bass, the little more staccato, there didn't feel like there was much of a sub underneath that. And I actually heard it more in the second drop. It was actually more audible in the second drop. The first drop, not so much. I wasn't getting a whole lot of sub there, so I'm not sure if it's the same sub line you're using. But yeah, it feels like the sub is kind of missing, or it's not as present as it should be. I think maybe that's just kind of a mixing thing, as opposed to just kind of forgetting to put a sub there. I think you know, I'm pretty sure you have a sub there. It just needs to be more audible. Also, arrangement wise, the second drop is a little bit shorter in comparison. I was expecting something a little bit more crazy going on here in the second drop. It feels a little bit more like more the same. Feels very similar to the first drop. So yeah, I was kind of almost expecting this second breakdown to be a little bit more emotional, maybe even bringing like a piano or something, just something to kind of just like really like draw it out, draw out the vocal. And then I was looking for some sort of really big payoff on that second drop. So I think you can get a little bit crazier on the second drop there. Yeah, staccato. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I heard it more on the second drop, but it did still feel like it was staccato. Maybe it's just the length of the notes or something. Or I mean, if you're doing the sub and legato, maybe that's kind of what's kind of pushing it through more. I don't know. But yeah, go with what feels better, because yeah, I wasn't really getting a whole lot of it from the first drop. It was actually I was feeling it more in the second drop. What's up, Bleary? But yeah, super dope tune here, Chris Michael. Very well done. Just some minor tweaks, I think, is all you need. Wagwan. Okay, cool. Good job, Chris Michael. Christian Michael with the heater. Schmoker DMB. I don't know if Schmoker DMB ended up showing up. I don't think so. I don't see his name in the chat. So unfortunately, not doing it. Okay. .zip. I believe .zip is here. Yes, he is. Here, let me grab a drink real quick. I haven't really hydrated after that walk. So let me grab a drink real quick and then I'll dive into this tune. Wow. Nice one, bruv. You got Tarek Skubal. That's the leadoff pitcher. Just super dope. We do love heaters, bruv. All right, let's give Dot Zip's tune a listen here. Nice one, bruv. Nice. Yeah, this is sick. I don't think I mean, where did this vocal come from? I don't think I've heard the original of this. I'm assuming this is kind of more of like along the lines of like a bootleg edit sort of vibe. I'm very curious. What is this like? Are they like Dutch or something? What's this language? German hip hop group. Nice. Yeah, it's sick. I really dig the vocal. It has a really nice flow, a nice rhythm to it. And I think it works really well with kind of a lot of your sound design and just the sounds you picked in general. I think it kind of meshes really well. The vocoding is really cool. I'm assuming that's from the original track too. It's a really, really dope effect. And I think it kind of doubles as like kind of a masking the vocal, so it helps like kind of introduce the vocal a bit better, I think. Drums are really nice here, really nice bounce and groove from the bass. The acid was a surprise, but it works really well here. I think The acid bass kind of only shows up in the break sections, but yeah, it was quite a surprise, and it was a really enjoyable one. Really dope vocals all around. I really dig them. I think they work really well here. Um, Really sick drop. I love the sound design. But I think with the drop, I was gonna say because the vocal basically rides through the entire drop. I almost want to hear because the vocal does get and it does end up getting a little bit loopy. So I would almost kind of use the vocal a little bit less so you can kind of focus a little bit more on the sound design because after you hear the first 8 bars it starts to get a little bit repetitive. So I would try to chop up and break up the vocal a little bit more and maybe even use a little bit more of that vocoding in the drop section too because I liked it when it came out because you kind of used it at the very tail end of that second drop, but it's kind of more of like a mix out sort of vocal at that point. I would have been kind of cool to hear that vocoder come back in the actual drop section. um, so yeah, I think primarily what I would probably focus on is getting a little bit more creative with the vocal in the drop section. I think you can do a full section where you just have the that vocal loop kind of run through, but I wouldn't do it every single 8 bars. I would kind of try to break it up a little bit, do some little chops and stuff. But yeah, play around with it more so you're getting some more variations out of it. So you're getting more mileage out of the vocal because I mean it's kind of like one of the stars of the show here, and I think if you can kind of chop it up, you're gonna get a lot more mileage out of it. So it doesn't feel so loopy or repetitive. But yeah, I do dig what you're doing here. The vocal also feels a little bit dry, so I might slap on a little bit more reverb to it as well. Um, Very solid arrangement, really nice flow overall. I wouldn't change the arrangement at all. It's basically all there. I don't think you need to add or remove anything from this. Really love the energy and tension in the build sections. I think that's really well done. And I love the change up in the second drop. You kind of do like this kind of breakbeaty sort of vibe. And you change the sound design, which is really cool. Yo, what's up, Skizzle? But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you. I think, yeah, just try to get some more mileage out of that vocal. Do a little bit more processing on the vocal. Add some variations on it. I think, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do on this tune here. It's definitely a banger. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Do we got Astro in the chat? No problem, man. Astro. I don't think Astro's here. So let's keep it moving. Do we have Blitzkrieg Neo? That's how you know it's a really good melody. Is it just fucking got stuck in my head. Earworm. Very nice. Yeah, super sick. It felt definitely feels like something that could be in a video game. Yeah, the dog came over here and jump scared me. Um, yeah, but super dope tune. Let's see what the chat has to say. Makes me want to start some shit at the rave. This is like the final boss music in the most difficult game you've ever played. Very cool. I made this like a little like Tekken 7 menu music with a bit of hybrid trap in it. Nice. Definitely picking up some video game vibes, feels on this one. It's definitely fight music. Snare could be a bit louder and thicker in it. Yeah, I agree. Um, Definitely made it to the mixdown stage. The sound design is nutty. Okay, let me know when the ad is done. Raw in it. Okay, you're back. Cool. Um, but yeah, super dope. Definitely feels like video game fight music. I like the addition of the hybrid trap in there. Oh, definitely gives it a lot of energy, a lot of swing, a lot of character. Really loving the breakbeats in the intro. Very nice sub. A very fat drop for sure. The you have like these really big sort of like saws, and they work really well. I think. I do agree though that I feel like the kick and the snare need to kind of cut through the mix a little bit more, especially for this style of kind of bass music. You definitely want that kick and snare to pop through more. So yeah, I think like Dot Zip said, I don't think from a sound design standpoint and like sound selection, I think you have everything that you need here. I think you just need to get to the mix down portion of this track, because the arrangement's solid on this too. I don't think you need to change anything on the arrangement. But yeah, definitely, I agree. Definitely heavier side chain, and especially with those big saws, they do take up a lot of space. So you need to make sure that, your sub is cutting through there. They're not overlapping too much, and then definitely having your kick and your snare smacking through that really big saw. Um, so yeah, I think primarily just focus in on a lot of mix cleanup and trying to get this really big idea, these big sounds, a little bit more tamed up, more separation in the spectrum between some of your sounds. Just need the drums a little louder. Yeah, I think once you get like a solid sidechain on there, that'll help out because it's gonna duck some of your sounds, and almost immediately your kick is gonna pop through. But it'll probably be a combination of things. You're probably gonna have to bring up your kick a little bit more as well as sidechain it so that it cuts through a little bit more. And you can always, if the kick kind of needs it, you can always add a bit of saturation. Same thing with the snare. Maybe even add a little bit of saturation to that as well. Overall, really nice arrangement. Has a nice flow to it. I love the second breakdown. Second drop is also fat. Yeah. Overall, just really well done. I think primarily, yeah, main focus here should just be the mix down, I think, and then you'll be off to the races with this one. Hell yeah. Good job, Blitzkrieg Neo. Hell yeah. Do we got the man's Vacult? Do. Wait, why is it a cuss word remix? Very interesting. Oh, it's a little side project. Gotcha. All right, let's give this one a listen. Nice one, bruv. Make sure it's not gonna autoplay. Yeah, super dope here. Hard techno bounce project I'm doing with the homie. Oh, we acidy today. I'm popping ibuprofen. About to start rolling to this. V2 my bum. This mixdown feels ready. It's super clean, bruv. Let's fucking go. Yeah, dude, super sick. Yeah, I was not expecting something so bouncy. A very bouncy tune. But in a good way for sure. Yeah. I love the tempo on this too. Overall, very, very well done. Very well produced. Digging the sound design, digging the groove. Very nice groove and reverb in the intro. I love the rave stabs. Also loving all the breakbeats. It feels like there's a couple of different ones in here, but they all work really well. Nice tempo and groove. Dope acid synths. Very nice variations in the drop sections. You definitely did a good job of keeping things interesting. There's plenty of variations, so there's plenty of changes going on that keep it rocking through. I love the automations you got going on with some of these synths. And then going into the second break was really dope because you kind of change up the kind of bounce of it, which is really nice. Overall, super solid mix down and lots of really cool fills. I honestly have nothing bad to say about this track. I think it's pretty much done. I honestly, I don't think I would change anything about it. So unfortunately, I don't got anything for you. I think it's good to go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Hell yeah. Yeah, good. Honestly, very well done. You should just start trying to live test this and just see how kind of reactions you get from people. I imagine it's gonna pop off, I would say try it, test it out, see how it works. Hell yeah. Let's keep moving forward here. Do we have Caxo? Caxo in the chat. It's me, Caxo. Cool. All right, we got Caxo, we got Dirty Disco, we got PGX, I Love Woman, and I don't know if these guys are showing up, but yeah, they're there. All right, let's do Caxo. Nice one, bruv. Yeah, very, very kind of emotional sort of content there. Both with like the accompaniment, you know, basically like your main melody, and then the vocal. You know, they complement each other very nicely. Um, I plan to change and vary the vocal a bit more, but that's the idea behind the song. Yeah, it would be nice to get some more variations out of the vocal. Maybe even do some vocal chops and stuff. You can use that I vowel. That might be cool. Wanted to hear more of the male vocals sprinkled throughout. Felt a little bit random to just have it that once. Maybe some more vocal chops. Yeah, I think that male vocal kind of comes in just as the first pre-drop. Um, so maybe yeah, it should kind of maybe come around at the end. I don't know if you want to put at the end of every phrase, but maybe at the end of like a 16 bar phrase or something like that. Maybe like pre-drop, end of the drop, second pre-drop, and then at the very end or something like that. I did notice some other vocal in here. It did feel like it was getting a little bit distracting though. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, that's that second vocal right there, and that kind of build up portion does get a little bit. It's hard to hear. Number one, but number two, it feels like it's kind of taking away from the main vocal there. I might even just, I would probably still keep it, but I would move it to a spot where the main vocal isn't going to be, you know, just that they're not kind of getting in the way of each other. Um, but yeah, let me go to my notes now. Very nice drums. Very good job on the filtering. Love this vocal, both the delivery as well as the processing on it. I put here. I might pull out more of the kick, just the filtering on it in the break section, only because I would just pull out more of the low end on it. I think you're already pulling out quite a bit, but I might even do it a little bit more, just so that when it hits on the drop, it has a lot more impact. Yeah, and then I put here that second vocal in the buildup gets a little bit distracting, so I might just move it to another spot where it's not around the main vocal. But that male pre-drop vocal works really well. Again, it might be cool to hear that more in the track. So maybe you can play around with that. I love the melodic idea overall, especially the respace. Very nice sound selection. Very nice variations. Very solid groove. Love the sub here. Very nice low end. And then when you get into the second break, you do this kind of like really cool stuttering effect. I fucking love that. It was really, really well done. Very nice fake out on the second drop, and overall very solid arrangement. So yeah, I think definitely a good idea to get some more variations out of that main vocal. Some vocal chops would be lovely. And what else I put? Yeah, might be good to get more of the low end pulled out of the kick in the break sections. I think you just kind of want to have it there a little bit more in the background, just as like a rhythmic element to kind of just keep the time. But yeah, I think having too much low end on that kick in the break section kind of pulls away from the drop section a little bit more. But yeah, very, very dope idea. Lots of emotional content here. Makes you want to feel something, you know? Eyes don't lie. All right. Yeah, no problem, man. Happy to help. Do we have the man's dirty disco in the chat? Dirty Disco. PGX, I Love Woman. Ow. Dirty Disco is here. Okay. Dirty Disco. Okay, let's give this one a listen. Nice. Yeah, super dope idea here. Um, really digging the M1 organ. most of all. Really, really soulful vocals here. Really cool melody on that. Um, yeah, so my notes here. Um, love the M1 organ. I think that works really well. Really cool ear candy. You got kind of like these like nice little like vinyl scratches, other kind of like really kind of quirky sorts of garagey sounds in the background. Um, really solid drums overall. The intro does feel a little bit long to me. I would probably chop off probably about 8 bars of the intro. Yeah, 8 bars of the intro. Kind of just get into the meat and potatoes of it. And then the second drop is a little bit short, so I might increase that one. So basically just pull off the front and then add it to the back here. Um, I like the build up. There's these really cool chord progression that you're doing in both breaks, which I really love. And you kind of dive into the drop section. The first part of the first drop section does feel a little bit empty, and I think it's primarily because that vocal is missing. I kind of wanted to have that vocal there in the first drop, and I like that you're doing vocal chops as opposed to like full phrases, because that definitely kind of keeps the vocal fresh, and helps it from being overused. But yeah, I think that vocal does need to still be in that first section of the first drop. Um, and another thing that I noticed is that we need a stronger sub underneath your M1 organ. Um, I don't know if you have a separate sub channel kind of playing underneath it, but that's something I would always recommend for if you have a lead. Just basically like duplicate that lead, if you're using MIDI or whatever, duplicate the lead and just like slap on a sub, whether, that's just like Ableton Operator or Serum or Sublab or what have you, whatever sub VST you're using. But yeah, definitely recommend having a stronger sub underneath that main lead, just to kind of give it some more body. Use the vocal as part of the main. Yeah, I already put that. And then I think towards the end of this first drop, I think it would be cool to kind of have a sustained string. I don't know what key your song is in, but whatever the fundamental root note of this track, try to find a sustained string for that last section. So that's kind of like a transitional section going from the drop into the second break, having just like a sustained would be very, very nice. But yeah, just make sure that it's sitting at the fundamental frequency, the root note of the key of your track. And then as far as second drop definitely needs more development, I think. I think it would be cool to kind of have a respace section, because you have a really dope melody, and I think it would sound kind of cool 4x4 with the respace kind of rolling through it. I think that would be kind of cool. Or even just do a breakbeaty pattern with a respace. That would be kind of cool too. But yeah, definitely get some more mileage out of that second drop, because it's really only like a short 8-bar section. So I would probably recommend the bare minimum 16 bars, but if you could try to get to 24. I think this first drop is probably 24 just by looking at it. But yeah, definitely get some more mileage out of the second drop. And you could probably shorten up the intro. I think chopping off the first 8 bars would definitely help it out. This is a relatively long song. Long is all relative anyways. But yeah, I think if you were to pull that 8 bars from the front and throw it into the back, it would definitely achieve what you need to achieve there. But yeah, very dope idea here. Digging the vibes. Love the M1 organ. Yeah, like right here. This section right here. When we get the little organ change. Oh, okay. Do. Yeah, this little organ melody change right here. Yeah, just having like a little nice sustained string would be nice there. I tend to use sustained strings in my breakdowns and kind of in those kind of transitional areas. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to do it, but I think it'll add something to it. Tends to be a very common sound in garage also. But yeah, very dope idea. Dig the M1 organs and the vibes here. Good job, Dirty Disco. Hell yeah. All right. We got PGX and I Love Woman. These are going to be the last two of the night, actually. I need to jump in the shower. I still haven't showered yet today after the gym. Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, this is with the singer that is working on some top lines for me. Nice. Okay. Nice. Yeah, very, very well written tune. I think the vocals here are fantastic. Uh, Both from a delivery standpoint and I think the processing as well as the harmonies. Harmonies are fucking sick. Um, Lots of really nice vocal harmonies and layers, so that makes the vocal sound very full. And then we're getting some really nice reverb and delay on that, so it kind of just rings out. Um, yeah, very nice intro melody. Vocal is fantastic. Nice harmony and layers. Very nice processing. Love the drop. That vocal stutter is super sick. Obviously some like nice Either that's kind of like Shaper Box or LFO tool, or some sort of LFO adjacent um, processing, which is really dope. Um, Very nice melodies in the drop section. Really cool. I like the bass bend. It's just like it's like a little random, like annotation, a little like nice little flair. But those are really fun when you hear those little bass bends. Um, Super solid groove from the bass and the drums. Nice variations and layers. Um, Super solid arrangement. Very nice flow to it. I really like that snare. It's very snappy. Sounds very woody. Um, Solid tension in the builds, and yeah, I honestly don't have a bad thing to say about this. I think the mixdown is super clean. It basically sounds like it's done. It's mastered. It's good to go. I can only say good things about this tune. Hell yeah, good job, PGX. The deep house banger. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, good job. Hell yeah. Deep house bangers for me. Oh, this is you. I love Uman. Okay. This looks like this is our last one. Yeah. Cuz I don't think these guys showed up. So, let's just dive right in.
Una, dos, tres, rosa, tú sí sabes lo que es. Una, dos, tres, rosa, no la guardes pa' después. I love it.
Nice. Yeah, really dope, combination of genres here. You got like this kind of more like hard bounce, hard groove, whatever you want to call it. and then going into the drum and bass, which is really sick. I like the kind of speediness, the tempo we got going on here. Very nice vocal. Funny enough, I've actually heard this vocal. We just released a tune on Thick Freakness that uses that uno, dos, tres, rosa. So I'm assuming it's a splice vocal. But yeah, I think it works really well here. It sits in that kind of really bouncy pocket very, very nicely. Nice bounce and tempo. I love the rave stabs. The rave stabs are super sick. Really dope breakdown. The chord progression is just fantastic. Just fantastic there. Very nice tension in the builds. Overall, just super solid arrangement overall. We're essentially getting like three different drops here. I guess technically the first one's kind of more like the intro, but it definitely kind of has that feel of being a drop. But yeah, I do like that we're getting like three separate drops here, which is really cool. I liked all of them. I mostly liked the change up, the drum and bass, the change from kind of like that more bouncy groove to the drum and bass was really nice. It was pretty seamless too. Overall, very sick sound design on the drum and bass portion. I think probably the only thing that really stuck out, if I had to be picky, I probably would just give the sub a little bit more of a boost on this tune. But I think that's the only thing that really stuck out at me. I think everything else here sounds fantastic. The mix down is very clean. Again, lots of really cool variations, lots of cool changes, especially like the change up to drum and bass. Yeah, everything works really well here. Hell yeah. Good job, I Love Woman. Very well done. Okay, that was the last one of the night. I'm going to call it quits. I gotta do some stuff for myself. Gotta do some music stuff myself. But thanks to everybody who joined the stream. I might not be back next Monday. I might be back on Tuesday. But just keep posted. Follow me on all the things. I usually announce it on Discord or on my Instagram story. So that's pretty much where you're gonna stay most up to date with stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday night and enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you guys next week, most likely. All right. See you guys. Peace.